All right, Maximus Analysis here for May 12, 2015. We see that the ES, man, what a day, boy. Crazy day. Basically touched that 2080 that I've been talking about and reversed hard. Again, still in the sideways chop. Currently, you have to respect the higher lows. Bulls really defended, to say the least. We look at the 15-day and you can really see that, again, it was melting down, broke down, and basically came right to this 2080 area, and they drove it. The invisible hand came in and rose it back up. So again, I'm not going to get into discussion of who these people are or anything of that nature, because I think that's irrelevant to trading right now. It's just a matter of saying, okay, we have to see some follow through, and if you are long, that's fine. But again, you want to just be rolling up your stops. If you're not long, you want to take smaller positions because of the uncertainty of the price action. Again, NQ, same thing. Higher lows still have to be respected. Breaking and touching this line here with minimum of volume. So again, we want to see a break to the upside to see potentially 4,500. We do not want them to break this 43.25 area. We have the IWM. IWM again gave a sell signal today. Again, it gave it all. Bulls brought it all the way back on some higher type of volume. So again, we still see that they broke one, not two lows, and they're continuing to hold currently. Hard price action, I will not lie. You have the YM, this is the Dow names. Again, you can see that it's just been churning sideways, still higher lows currently, and we want to see if they're going to break above this, breakout level of basically 1820. They've been holding this area. Price line still, again, gapped a lot down. The volume needs to be picking up. You saw a lot of sell volume here in the gap down, and it's continuing. So I want to see how this one plays out, but you can see it's still holding and would make a pivot at a higher low from here. You don't have to overcommit yourself at all. However, if you don't feel comfortable with that trade, Apple is sideways. Sideways as sideways can be. Without all this other information on it, you should be able to see that clearly. You have Google. Google still going down again. Yesterday was a sell signal, but today it gapped down and stayed down. So we want to see how this volume, again, do not just look at this candle, but see what it's doing for the entire trend. And you can see, yes, we have some higher lows, but we also have some lower highs in place as well. Okay, the gap up faded directly at this point here, and pretty much from earnings went all the way straight down to fill this gap and then some, basically bring you all the way down to the last buy signal, which is around here, where it pretty much ramped up. So we just want to make sure we're looking at these names as well. You had Netflix. Netflix actually looks good. It's just an inside bar. Uptrend is still intact. You have LinkedIn. Still, I guess, sideways. I would not be touching that one. You have Goldman. Again, Goldman gave a lot up, sell signal, but then, again, they gave a hammer and they brought it all the way back. And you can look at the 15 intraday, and again, it was a crazy day. Okay, you had a huge meltdown. A lot of volume came in at 10:30, and then they just churned it sideways after. So it's still something to watch. You have Tesla. Tesla was up, continuing to be up. Volume is starting to perk up a little bit, and it's clearing these highs. So that's a good sign from the earnings gap down, full up, and then pretty much is creeping up, which is fine as well. You have Amazon. Amazon, we want to see again if it breaks above here. This brings it a higher low, and this would be a pivot. So again, but the volume is really, really weak. So we have to see how that one plays out. You had oil actually went back up, but again sold off a little bit. Let me give you the future so you guys can look at that. Okay, let's look at the future, and you can see that again it had a lot of price action, a lot of movement again, and crude is very good for having a ton of movement for the day. So again, you see that it pretty much came down and ramped back up at 10:30 along with the other markets. and then it's pretty much giving some higher lows. So again, we can see this. This is the line in the sand, folks, because you can see here that we have this is the line. Excuse me. This is the line of sand. If we look at the daily time frame, and I'll show you this right now. This would be where pretty much the bulls would, again, this would be a lot of stop running that would be happening right here. Still in an overall downtrend. Again, I do not want to have any arguments with anybody regarding that. You can see what's going on right here. We are still in a downtrend, and we need to clear above some significant resistance. But currently, you do have a pivot to play off of, and if you're going to play above that pivot, your stop here is about this 58 area. Longs, your stops around this 62.75 area. So we're gonna have to see how this one plays out. But again, I'm just been day trading this stuff because at the end of the day, swing trading is very difficult in environments like this, and we're still under the 2100. I want to see a couple closes above 2110 with some significance and some volume. So let's see how this one plays out. It's anyone's guess. The underlying bias has to be with the bulls, but you don't have to say, you don't have to commit full size just because it's, you know, some high lows. You could definitely feel that, you know, something's going to happen. It has to pop either way. I kept thinking it was going to pop here, and again, they've been defending this area like crazy. 1, 2, 3. They haven't really got to this 2075, 2080 area for the fourth time, but the fourth time might be the charm. So we'll see what happens. And again, the 2110 is the upside part that I'll say, okay, you know, this was just accumulation and then moving to the upside. All right, take care.